Hello, this is Darren DePaul, the voice of Emperor Valkorion, and you're watching another video by Vulkk.
Greetings, my friends. I'm Vulkk, and this is the Weekly Roundup show. If you have been following my activity on my website and the YouTube channel in the expiring week, because this video airs on Sunday evening, you would know that the biggest news were about Star Wars The Old Republic's patch 5.1.1 and 5.1.2 and the Gwent Nilfgaard release. That's what we are starting with because I have a ton of views about Gwent this week. First, it is a guide type tutorial article, basic overview of all the Gwent factions. If you're new to this card collecting game, which is soon going to get out of closed beta and enter open beta event, which means everybody will be allowed to join, some of my tutorials and guides that I've already created and shared might actually be useful to you. And this is exactly this, a very brief overview and description of what the 5 now available factions in the game, Nilfgaard, Monsters, Skellig, Northern Realms, and Scoia'tael, are capable of, what kind of playstyles they offer, and what kind of decks you can build. Moving on quickly to the next, it is the most popular post for the week from my website. The CD Projekt Red live stream when they did a very, not complete, but very detailed and extensive overview, preview, and recap of all of the changes that the next big patch to Gwent is going to present, including, of course, all of the more interesting cards, not absolutely all of them, but at least the more interesting ones from the Nilfgaard faction. And since 2 days ago, they've allowed a whole bunch of people, not me, unfortunately, to play the patch in some kind of early access. And I've been watching those guys' live streams. The new cards, the new changes, the new mechanics are so interesting. I'm so into this. And unfortunately, as a free-to-play player, even though I will start investing in the game once it's complete, but I would like first to buy the story and then start buying other things. So yes, at the moment I'm a free-to-play player, which means all of my cards, all of the decks that I managed to build that you've seen in videos or will see in videos are only earned through in-game rewards. And speaking of rewards, let's move to the next topic, Gwent Closed Beta status update and testers reward. This is a very nice table of what CD Projekt Red is going to reward all of the people who participated in the closed beta event. Everybody is going to receive kegs. Everybody is going to receive back their kegs that they've purchased with real money. There is going to be a wipe. It's not yet clear when it's going to happen. Probably at the point when the game is ready to exit closed beta and enter open beta. I highly doubt that there is going to be a second wipe at the end of the open beta, because this is kind of a mini or unofficial release when a game like this goes into an open beta. But yes, CD Projekt Red is being extremely generous with all their offering to their testers and the loyal fan base. I've personally never met another company that's so generous and so friendly to the player base and to their community. They visit live streams, they watch videos, they get familiar with what the people do. They respond to anything the players are interested in. Yes, of course, the balancing is not always done in favor of what the people demand, which is the reason why some of us will be extremely unhappy with some of the card changes to the existing decks when the new expansion goes live. I call it expansion, it's actually a new patch. Sorry. But it's so big, it feels like an expansion to me. And the next topic, the last one on Gwent, is the fact that very soon CD Projekt Red is going to invite absolutely all of the people who signed up for the closed beta in 2016. Now, I don't know how many people exactly are there, but when I started playing ranked, I was placed at number 67,000 and something. I'm now 15,000 in the ladder because I'm only rank 4 or 5 at the moment, but I'm slowly climbing up. It's a lot of fun to play ranked, yes indeed, even though it's very low rank at the moment. But yeah, my point is, if you signed up for the beta and you haven't received your key, you will have a chance very soon to get in because CD Projekt Red promised you. Switching to another very important and big topic from this week. For Star Wars The Old Republic's 5.2 closed public test applications are now available for you to fill in and apply to join the closed server. We that have been accepted obviously cannot say much, but we're promised that there is eventually going to be a public test server, as in open for everybody, but they can't say when exactly that's going to happen. What you can test on that server is the new boss, primarily in story mode and veteran mode. I don't know if they plan to open anything else ever, but for now, that's what we're getting. At the moment, in the first days and probably week or weeks, only group applications are available, not single people. Probably when the server becomes public, then everybody will be able to join on their own. Because, well, the server's purpose is to test group content, and there is no much point joining solo. The next topic is the gearing changes, more gearing changes, I should say. Yes, they are positive. I received, not aimed at me, but generally very negative feedback based on these changes when I published the overview video, which is right here. And actually the comments are on YouTube, not here on my website. Go ahead, check the video, read the comments and see what you make up of that for yourself. Yes, all of the negativity has a reason. But sometimes I think maybe the negativity is a little bit too much. Maybe we can tone things down, and I'm not saying don't be negative. When you have something and in your chest and you want to express your feelings, always do that. I don't mind. As long as you don't curse with every second word in your post, I will never delete a comment, I will never sanction you, and I will never do anything like this on my website or on my YouTube channel. You're free to express your mind, regardless of how negative it may be. Moving on to the video portion, we've got two videos from Gwent, obviously, because, yep, for me this week was almost all about Gwent. And starting Mass Effect, yeah, I probably should have mentioned that, but it's not exactly news. But yes, I've posted it on Twitter and Facebook, and you guys gave me great feedback about, wow, Vulkk is finally starting Mass Effect series. Yes, because I plan to play Andromeda and probably show it as well. Back on topic of the videos that I've created this week, fewer of them because I was more busy posting articles and guides on my website. This video is called Monsters Small Bites because this is my very first attempt at playing monsters. It's not exactly a beginner deck, but it's nearly there. You have to spend a little bit resources or a small amount of resources to get the cards that I used in this deck, and it's a lot of fun. Basically, this deck is what helped me learn the weather monster capabilities in Gwent. The next one is again monster player, but it features Becker's Twisted Mirror, who is right here in the background on the right side of the thumbnail, and in the very middle, Ockfist. This is a tribute video to Ockfist because this neutral card is going to change with the Nilfgaard patch, and it's going to be slightly, I want to say nerfed, but maybe not really nerfed because you don't really get too many chances to use that more than twice. As in, first initial time you use it, and then it comes back after 4 turns, and you use it again, and you need to wait another 4 turns to use it a third time. That doesn't happen always. So yeah, it may not actually be a nerf to Ockfist because in the new patch he receives +2 strength and goes to 6 in total, which makes him nearly impossible to be removed with a huge selection of cards available to the opponent's hand. And this is the last video reminder in case you didn't watch the video on YouTube or in case you didn't see the video at the bottom of the article, which it overviews. Yes, there is a video overview about the patch 5.1.1 and 5.1.2. Thank you guys for joining me for yet another week. Before we get out, I would like to say a huge thank you to the people who are pledging to me on Patreon and supporting me. It's the beginning of the month, and in my next video or live stream, I'm going to, as usual, mention all of the people who are deciding to split their real-life credits with me. Thank you guys, you help me a lot. Thank you for your support. It's really very welcomed, and I'm doing my best to use it in the best interest of my content. See you next time, and have a lovely week, obviously.